A stick figure tries to push a giant boulder uphill. He struggles and fails. Then, another stick figure moves a tiny pebble with one finger. Imagine getting just 1% better every day. That doesn't sound impressive. In fact, it sounds almost useless. But what if I told you that tiny improvements, repeated consistently, could completely change your life? Not in a year, not in 5 years, but much sooner than you think. The problem is, most people chase huge goals. Very few understand the hidden power of tiny habits. And that's exactly why most people quit before they ever succeed. Today, we're going to explore one simple idea that has transformed millions of lives: atomic habits. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why the smallest actions often create the biggest results. A stick figure writes, "Lose 30 pounds, become rich, and read 100 books." He looks excited, then exhausted, then gives up. Think about New Year's resolutions. Every January, people promise to change everything. Exercise every day, wake up at 5 a.m., eat perfectly, read more, save money. But a few weeks later, most have already quit. Why? Because goals are exciting, systems are boring, and success doesn't come from one giant decision. It comes from thousands of tiny ones. Imagine trying to lift a car. Impossible. But lifting a small weight every day, that slowly changes your body until one day, you're stronger than you ever imagined. Life works the same way. A frozen ice cube sits in a room. Temperature numbers rise from 20 degrees Fahrenheit to 31 degrees Fahrenheit. Nothing happens. Then 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Drip. Here's one of the best ways to understand habits. Imagine an ice cube sitting in a freezing room. The temperature is 20 degrees. Nothing happens. 21 degrees. Still nothing. 25, 28, 31, still frozen. Then 32 degrees. Suddenly, it starts melting. Did the change happen because of that final degree? Not really. Every previous degree mattered too. You just couldn't see the progress yet. Habits work exactly like this. You improve every day. But for a long time, nothing seems different. Then one day, everything changes. People call it overnight success, but it actually took months or years. A tiny coin multiplies into stacks. Another screen shows tiny mistakes turning into a mountain of problems. Habits are like compound interest. Small gains multiply. Small losses multiply too. Read 10 pages every day. That's over 3,000 pages a year. Walk 20 minutes daily. That's over 100 hours of exercise every year. Save $5 every day. It grows. Ignore your health just a little every day. That grows too. The scary part? The effects are invisible at first, which is why people underestimate habits. Tiny actions don't seem important until they've been repeated hundreds of times. 2 stick figures. One says, "I want to run." The other says, "I am a runner." Here's one idea that changes everything. Don't focus on what you want to achieve. Focus on who you want to become. Instead of saying, "I want to write a book," say, "I am a writer." Instead of, "I want to exercise," say, "I am someone who takes care of my body." Every action becomes a vote, not for your goal, but for your identity. One workout doesn't make you fit. One healthy meal doesn't transform you. But every repetition casts another vote. Eventually, your identity changes. And once your identity changes, your habits become natural. A simple circle appears. Cue to craving to response to reward. Arrows rotate. Every habit follows the same cycle. First, there's a cue. Something reminds your brain. Maybe your phone vibrates. Next, a craving. You want to check the notification. Then, the response. You unlock your phone. Finally, the reward. Curiosity satisfied. Your brain remembers this pattern and repeats it again and again and again. That's why habits can become automatic. Even when we don't notice them, a giant checklist appears. Each rule pops up with colorful doodles. Rule 1. Make it obvious. Put your book on your pillow. Leave your running shoes near the door. Make good habits impossible to ignore. Rule 2. Make it attractive. Pair boring tasks with enjoyable ones. Listen to your favorite podcast, only while exercising. Soon, your brain starts looking forward to workouts. Rule 3. Make it easy. Don't aim for an hour. Start with 2 minutes. Seriously, 2 minutes. If you want to read 1 page. Want to meditate? Sit quietly for 60 seconds. Starting is the hardest part. Once you begin, continuing becomes much easier. Rule 4. Make it satisfying. Celebrate small wins. Track your progress. Check off today's habit. Your brain loves rewards. The faster the reward, the stronger the habit becomes. The same checklist flips upside down. Want to stop bad habits? Reverse the rules. Make them invisible. Hide the junk food. Delete distracting apps. Make them unattractive. Remember the consequences. Make them difficult. Log out every time. Remove shortcuts. And finally, make them unsatisfying. Tell a friend your goal. Create accountability. Bad habits survive because they're easy. Make them harder. Scene 9. The Plateau of Disappointment. A graph rises slowly. The stick figure expects a straight climb, but sees a flat line before a sudden jump. Most people quit. Right here. Not because habits don't work, because results don't appear fast enough. You go to the gym for 2 weeks. No visible muscles. You study for a month. Still not fluent. You upload videos. Hardly any views. It feels like failure. But that's the dangerous illusion. Progress is happening underground. Just like bamboo. For years, almost nothing grows above the surface. Then suddenly, it shoots upward incredibly fast. The roots were growing the whole time. Your habits are building roots too. Don't quit before they bloom. A stick figure decides to do just 1 push-up. Calendar pages flip. Months later, he's exercising easily. Imagine someone who wants to become healthier. Instead of joining an intense workout program, he starts with 1 push-up, just 1. It sounds ridiculous, but every day, he keeps the promise. Some days, he does only 1. Other days, he feels motivated and does 20. The habit grows naturally. Months later, exercise is no longer something he forces himself to do. It's simply part of who he is. That's the magic. Tiny habits remove resistance. Consistency beats intensity. Every single time. One room is filled with snacks and video games. Another room has books, fruit, and workout gear. The same stick figure behaves differently. Here's something surprising. You're not just a product of your motivation. You're a product of your environment. Put cookies on the kitchen counter. You'll probably eat them. Put fruit there instead. You'll probably eat fruit. Keep your phone beside your bed. You'll scroll late into the night. Charge it in another room. Suddenly reading becomes much easier. Willpower is limited. Good environments make good habits automatic. One domino knocks over another, then another, until giant dominoes fall. One small habit rarely changes only one thing. Exercise improves your energy. Better energy improves your work. Better work improves your confidence. More confidence improves your relationships. One tiny action can trigger dozens of positive changes, like dominoes. This is why small habits become life-changing, not because they're dramatic, because they spread. The first tiny pebble from the beginning has become a mountain. The stick figure smiles. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need unlimited motivation. And you definitely don't need to change your entire life overnight. Just become 1% better today, then repeat it tomorrow and the next day. Your future isn't shaped by one massive decision. It's built by thousands of tiny choices that seem insignificant in the moment. Remember, success is rarely explosive. It's usually invisible until suddenly it isn't. So ask yourself one question. What's one tiny habit you can start today? Leave your answer in the comments. I'd love to read it. If you enjoyed this video and want more simple psychology, productivity, and self-improvement content explained with fun MS Paint animations, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, and remember, small habits, massive results. See you in the next video.